What's up, people? Yes, you read that correctly. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you clicked on this video to watch this, I want to thank you. And I'm gonna tell you why I want to thank you. I want to thank you because you must really be a fan of my channel, because I'm almost positive you don't care nothing about poker. I'm almost positive. Or you are a poker fan and you like, what is this guy doing? In any case, welcome to Throwback Thursday. Yes, a little bit late tonight, a little bit late, almost Flashback Friday, but we still here, right? World Series of Poker 2005. You see the very primitive graphics, but you know what? This is one of them games that graphics really don't even matter here. As long as you can make out the cards, this is one of them games you can just play forever. It doesn't matter. This is on the original Xbox. Yes, you called. I called too. Thank you. No problem. So, a lot of people, maybe you don't even know the rules to play poker. Maybe you don't understand how that works or whatever. I'm not like a, I'm not about to be on, the World Series of Poker in real life or nothing like that, right? I'm not. But I can kind of tell you, what wins a hand. 5 of a kind, straight flush, 4 of a kind, and this is in order. Full house, a flush, a straight, a 3 of a kind, a 2 pair, a pair, a high card. That's the order in which you can actually win a hand, okay? But the strategy in here is kind of like, guessing and trying to read the people that you're playing with to know what they have, what hand they have, and it kind of tells you what you want to, what you're going to do in regards to, are you going to, kind of go all in, you're going to bet high, you're going to, what are you going to do? So, I mean, as you just watch me play, so let's look at this as just an opportunity for us to talk. Let's just talk. 5 of a kind is only possible if you're using wild cards anyway, all right? But that's the highest hand that you can have. I mean, that's 5 aces. 5 aces beats 5 kings, which of course then beats 5 queens, and so on down the stretch, right? But if you get 5 stretches 5 of a kind, I mean, you used to go play the lottery that day or something, because you are a beast. I mean, that's like, you know what that's like? That's like playing NBA 2K My Team and you got 5 LeBrons or something. That's something like that. I mean, that's ridiculous. Did I just give 2K a idea or something to mix in with my team, like kind of do a card? Oh my God, did I just bust the bank? Don't nobody steal this idea. This is going on YouTube, and it's time stamped. So if you come up with this after this, you stole it from me. But check this out. This just came to me right now. So this is a brainstorm session, so y'all come with me. What if my team incorporated something like poker, and it was like my team poker, and like you got, I'm working it out in my head. Right? You got certain players that was aces, certain players that are the equivalent of kings, certain players, well, somebody might take offense if you said certain players are the equivalent of queens. Maybe not. Depends on who you're talking about, Anyway, 5 jokers, whoever, think about that. And then it was kind of like the suits or something. Like maybe it's just a mini game. Maybe it's something you actually play out. I don't know. But that seems kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm working it out in my head, but that seems like that's kind of dope. You see what happens when you just do, this all came up. This all came up from this, just from me, just from this here. So that's pretty hot, Chris Ferguson done stood up. He's a real dude. I've seen him before. That's what you do when you just go all in at the table. You just stand up and push back. Like, now what? That's like the equivalent of giving a really dope speech and dropping the mic. Like, bam, what's good? It's almost like that. So wait a minute. I'm trying to see. I played in this. Why is this just showing the demo mode? Phil Hellmuth. He's also a very a very famous World Series of Poker player. He might be like the most famous, actually. So let me talk about like how this works though, in terms of like, you know, because you might be looking at this and like, what is the turn and what is the flop and what is all of this, right? It's really not very complicated at all. It's really pretty simple. I mean, it's one of I was gonna say it's one of the most simple card games. I don't know. I guess maybe it just seems simple once you've actually played it. But to me, I think it's, you know, I think it's kind of simple. You got like the pre-flop. That's when all of the players receive their whole cards, and you now in like the pre-flop betting round, and each player got to look at their cards and decide like what they're gonna do. You know, are you going to fold? You gonna call? You gonna raise? And so if you're gonna continue to play, which is the call or the raise, then now comes the turn, which is turn the first set of cards. Then it comes the flop, and basically at the end, it's the, you know, the player who has the best hand wins the hand and wins whatever was bet, you know, for whatever the, you know, whatever was bet for that particular hand. So that's that. I mean, when I'm looking at this, I felt like, you know what, I didn't really even see necessarily the purpose of like really playing out a hand or whatever. Just kind of just showing y'all what was the deal with this. You know, the demo itself, I guess this was kind of flashy for 2005. We all are talking about almost 10 years ago. But yeah, man, this is, like I said, this is a game you can still play today. It doesn't matter about the graphics. I think my father has like an old like card game on his computer, which is like extremely old, right? That he still plays. Like for real, he still plays it. Like he play it like it's Madden. You know, he be on it. You know what I'm saying? And don't bother him why he playing it either, because he be like, I'm in the middle of a hand. So you just gotta watch. So that's me here. I knew I got in here at some point. Actually, I'll be honest with y'all, I recorded this a few weeks ago, and I was like, the gameplay I recorded, not the voiceover. I recorded the gameplay a few weeks ago, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna put it up there, because I was like, man, it's gonna be like, this ain't no sport, dog. But it come on ESPN. That's how I define it. So if they had a cheerleading game, I'd put the Throwback Thursday up on cheerleading game, because it comes on ESPN. And if it come on ESPN, it's a sport. You know what? Better yet, I write for Bleacher Report. If we write about it on Bleacher Report, I've written articles about the World Series of Poker, to be honest. So if we write about it, gosh darn it, it's a sport. And you just might see it on Throwback Thursday. So you know what I was thinking? I was like, man, should I start like telling y'all what's coming next in Throwback Thursday? I don't know. I'm gonna test this, and I want y'all to tell me in the comments if this is a practice that I should continue, right? So the next video on Throwback Thursday is Project Gotham Racing 2. Now, you know what I should have said? Let me throw a little caveat out with that, because that's if this disc works. Because I'm looking at this disc, and it look like it got a cat claw in it. So if it don't work, then it ain't gonna be Project Gotham Racing. But so y'all tell me, is this something that you think I should continue? Should I keep telling you, you know, which one is coming next? I actually kind of thought it was kind of cool to kind of have it be like a surprise every Thursday, like, oh, he did that game today or whatever. But I do notice that I get some people requesting, like saying, do this game, do that game, do this game, that game, which may or may not be possible, because it depends on if the game is available to me. If it's not available to me, then I can't do it, right? So, you know, and then I don't want to like just do all of these like really, really dope games that everybody's like Madden 06, Madden 07, Madden 08, NBA 2K5, 2K6. I don't want to do it like that, because then I run out of all of the really, really dope games like in what, 3-4 weeks, right? So I like to spread it out a little bit, you know? So that's what I've been doing. That's this episode of Throwback Thursday. Y'all stay tuned. I got a lot more Madden coming, getting back to Breaking the Curse and the NBA 2K. 14 series, and some other stuff. So I appreciate y'all watching. Peace.